Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 17 of the Bobcat Weekly Podcast. Again, I say it each week, but it's crazy. We're already 17 episodes into this. Seems like time's flying. But happy to have you guys back for another episode with a balmy, 50 degrees out right now in Bozeman. There's no snow on the ground, and this is really weird for December in Bozeman. But happy to have you guys back. For you guys that don't know, my name is Keegan Torsdahl, and I'm here with
Aiden Kuntz
and Brady Torsdahl.
And special guest this week,
Paul Brott.
Paul, welcome on the show. I know we talked about way back at the beginning, I think when we had Kenny on, about trying to get you on, but here we are week 17. But hey, got you on now, so glad schedules are lining up, and we're recording this on Sunday afternoon. So usually we're recording Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then have to turn the episode around pretty quick, but we're recording on Sunday, which is pretty nice. So got a lot to talk about heading into this week, past weekend, as well as looking ahead. So football picking up big win over Stephen F. Austin, 44-28. Men's basketball at Oregon State, they fall 57-67, and then the women are playing right now out in Eugene against the Ducks. I think they're in the second half of that game right now, so we can check in as we go. But another fun week to look ahead to. So now I'd kind of like to get into a little bit of interview with you, Paul. For the fans who don't know you, kind of talk about growing up, getting into football, and then coming to Montana State and that whole process.
So growing up, I'm from Billings, Montana. I live downtown, kind of that historic area. But, growing up, I always just loved wrestling with my brothers. My mom, she would put it to us too, and my dad. And I just always loved the physical nature of it. And so once I found out about football and being able to tackle someone and just hitting them every play, I loved it. I was trying to play soccer. That didn't go well because you can't slide tackle when you're 6 years old. So I was taking kids out, and then I finally got to do Mighty Mites, and I loved it. I was kicking butt then, kicking butt through little guy, and just I think one interview said sometimes neighborhood kids wouldn't really like playing with me because I just love laying people out. But, once I got into high school, I don't know, I didn't play those first 2 years. I was on the team, but I just kind of sat the bench. And actually my best friend, Nate, that's about to move in my house here, he would skip practice every now and then, and he would get in the games before me. I'd just be sitting there what the hell, man? Come on, let's go. So I was going to quit football then and then just pursue basketball because I love basketball, but God decided he likes a stout nose guard instead of a 6'5" shooting guard. So that's where I am now, and it's just been a blessing to go on this journey and just learn so much through having to strive through high school to get on the field. And shout out my mother again. Me and her were getting on each other about me quitting, and she would not let me. But now I'm here. Came in around 215. Now I'm 305, and it's just been it's been a blessing to be on this team and just have this journey, and I've learned so much from it.
Yeah, that's cool. And I think, guys, we've all can agree on this. The defensive guys we've had on, Danny, Kenny, Seth Brock, they all say they just like to hit people, which makes sense. Like you were saying, growing up, you just like to hit people. So
yeah,
I think that's what Danny said. He played quarterback when he was elementary, middle school, and then once he got older, he's I just wanted to hit people. Yeah. Makes sense for someone like him. So yeah, you mentioned playing basketball in high school. Did you play any other sports growing up?
Let's see. I think my parents had me try track one time in 8th grade, and I was not having that. Hated track. Good for the people that played, of course, but I hated it. There's no contact. But other than that, no, it was just basketball and football. Soccer was short, and yeah.
Yeah, so we talked about your mom a little bit too. Kind of want to touch on your family impact, how much they've played a role into your journey, really, throughout your time with the Cats, and just throughout your whole life, really.
So I have my parents, my mom Gina, my dad Kurt, and my two brothers Wilson and Mitch that I'll talk a little bit more about here. But my mom, both of those two set the example of working hard and working to get something from a young age. And my dad at one point, he was doing driver's ed, he was teaching, he was mowing lawns. Anything where he could get a job, he was doing it, and he was just nonstop grinding. And he'd get up early, work out. And my mom, she'd sometimes be gone from 6 a.m. till 9 at night cleaning. And that was her job. She's cleaning houses, buildings, and we'd help her out. And they're all just very positive, and they just love it. They're definitely fine right now. They both could be done. And my dad is still working in a warehouse and working out at like 5 a.m. I'm like, dude, you're about to buy a new truck. Like, chill out. He goes, nah, man, I love it. Like, we're good. And, yeah, so they've always just supported me, even when it's been rough. And, like, as I get older, I'm very grateful for what they have done for me, because without them, I mean, you can always have a comfortable life, you know. That's what I thought. Like, I wanted to be done, take the easy way out, and they made me stay in it. I'm very thankful because I've had a lot of personal growth through this time. And, I mean, like, my brothers Wilson and Mitch, they're both playing here, and I didn't see them probably for like 5 or 4 years. You know, I'm a little guy. I don't have a phone or nothing. I think Wilson's like 8 years older and Mitch is 7 or something, or 6 or 7. I didn't want to say that. But, but yeah, those two, I mean, Mitch, he's really a sweetheart. People say he was mean when he was here, but he was just a dog. And, Wilson, you know, he's the kindest person ever. He just had a little baby, Elliot, and his wife Grace. She's awesome as well. And yeah, I mean, those two came here, and ultimately, like, my goal was to be better than both of them, and so I'm working on that right now. But yeah, I got a couple more rings, so yeah.
There you go. There's your claim to fame. A couple more rings.
Yeah.
Potentially adding another this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where the season goes. I think we're all hoping. So, but yeah. So talk about kind of getting into high school, especially kind of getting into football. Did you have an ultimate goal when you got past high school? Did you want to play college football, college basketball? How early was that on your radar versus when you started to play?
You know, college football was kind of just in my family. My dad, he played basketball. He was he's 6'8". He was probably 285, 290 playing at MSU, just a big dude, bruiser. When I was younger, I always wanted to play basketball, just, you know, kind of swaggy too. You get to listen to some music, shoot some hoops, but again, God gave me a body that was meant for physicality. And so, you know, I just got to high school. I liked basketball more at that point, just because I wasn't playing in football. And then about my junior year, after that, I started getting contact from Montana State and a few smaller schools. So I think University of Mary was my first offer, and then Montana State was my only Division I offer. And, I mean, the Grizz sent me a junior day poster with no other text with it or no date or time. So I was like, all right, what the hell is this? And, yeah, I mean, after that, I was just like, all right, I'm going to go here. They like me here. And, you know, whatever you put into Montana State is what you get out of it. So, yeah.
Did you want to stay close to home, or were you kind of just wanting to go anywhere you could get in?
You know what? Yeah, I mean, I was still keeping my options open, but I always knew it was going to be Montana State, you know. Yeah.
Nice.
So kind of going off of recruiting talk, deciding factors with coming to Montana State. There's something we've asked most athletes and got a pretty wide variety of answers, but also very similar. So was there stuff about Montana State that you said, like, yes, this is exactly where I want to go? Did things stick out versus other schools?
Yeah, so like I said, I was under-recruited, and which is fine. I mean, I knew I was going to come here, and I just liked this brand of football. I mean, I came here to watch, I think it might have been Mitch's official visit or like a spring day game or something. I remember J.P. Flynn ripping off some dude's helmet and just start punching him in the face on the ground. This dude had a bloody nose, and they just smack mouth football. And I'm like, all right, this place is about it. And I just really like the culture and the history. I mean, the Brawl, the Wild. And this was my only option. I'm not going to go smaller than D1. And so I was like, yeah, let's do it. And, I mean, Choate was awesome. I had Hout recruited me as well. And then the coaching changed. They allowed us to keep our scholarships and stay signed. So I was like, yeah, this is a spot. I mean, the way my brothers talk about it too, it's whatever you get, whatever you put in Montana State is what you get out of it, and live by that. Yeah.
Were you and your family Bobcat fans growing up?
I was. I mean, there's pictures of Wilson wearing a Grizz shirt. Wilson, if you're watching this, yeah, I'm exposing you. But, yeah, I mean, I always liked him because there's this guy named Shane Robinson. He played basketball and football at West High, and same with Danny Robinson. He played basketball here. But Shane, I mean, he was a scary dude to me. He would always grab me by my ankles and shake me, and he'd mess with me. But we went to a Bobcat game and watched him one time. We were actually sitting above the parent section way up top, and I was like, whoa, this is insane, all these people. And I just thought those dudes were huge. So I was like, yeah, I'll be a Bobcat fan, like blue and gold, let's go.
Do you watch the Brawl of the Wild too growing up? Was that a big part for you?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Outside of football, I barely watch football. So I probably watched it sooner or later, but I can't tell you a certain game. No.
Interesting. All right. So talk your time with the cat so far. Do you have a favorite specific memory or favorite memories?
Yeah, I got a good memory a few weeks ago there. Yeah, probably beating the Grizz in their stadium. That was very special. I mean, just a game like that. I mean, both sides are so competitive, and there's great players on both sides. So it's fun going against a great team and then beating them in their own places. Is very awesome. And of course, we're going to have them come here again. It's going to be another great game.
Yeah, that was one thing we talked to Takari about, was kind of taking us through that week. What was that whole week for you guys leading up to the Brawl and then actual game day? What was that like?
So that whole week I didn't practice. I do like a couple reps Thursday and Friday, so I wasn't out at practice. But before, I mean, it used to be like the scout team players would have tape on their helmet saying something bad about you, but Vegan got rid of that, in which I'm grateful for. But I mean, our whole mentality was like, hey, we just got to do our preparation. Like, you go into Washington Grizzly Stadium and you make the game super, super big in your head, and like say a big momentum change happens, that's way bigger in your head than it really is. Mm-hmm. And so we kind of we're doing mental training. I mean, crux drill. We had a bunch of stuff going on, like little workouts where would be mental training, like clown music playing while you're counting down from 100 by threes, while people are clapping in your ear. If you mess up, you got 20 burpees. But it was really the mental training. We probably did that a month before, just working on it each lift. And throughout, I mean, that's big with vegan is we'll read books and we'll dive in. We just try to think about how to be a better player mentally, because physically great, if you don't have the mental side of it, you can't do it. So I feel like that's where we were.
Yeah, and I think that is one thing Takari mentioned too, the mental stuff that you guys were working on. That was interesting to hear about, because I'd never really thought or heard about anything like that. So definitely interesting to hear about that. And then he also made the same comment you did about not making that game bigger than you need to for it being in your head. He's like, it's just another game for us. He's like, we're gonna go out and do our stuff. We're gonna play how we know we can, and then ultimately take a good win. So yeah. Let's see. So Aiden, you put the note on here about the Grizz killer jacket, if you want to talk about that.
So after the game on the broadcast, we saw you put on a Grizz killer jacket. What's like the story behind that? What was that all about?
Yeah, the Grizz Slayer jacket. It was I just know a player passed it down each year. I think one of the old players came in and brought it in Vegan's office when he first got here and explained it to him. And that's all I knew, and I just knew good players would wear it, or like a Montana guy or someone. Then it gets passed around. I mean, after that win, I'm pretty sure I saw mostly every player wearing it in our bar on stories. The next morning, Burke had his shirt off wearing that thing. But I talked to Ort, told me he was going to give it to me after he wore it at Grizz that year. And I was like, oh, shit, sweet. So my big ass was able to throw it on. And there's a sweet picture of me and Vegan outside by the buses. And I just freaking had the shirt off and the Grizz Slayer jacket on, just posted up with Vig. So, yeah, it was pretty dope.
That's awesome. All right, and then the last note we have on here is the Army National Guard. So we've seen in that whole deal. So kind of talk about what's your involvement with that and kind of what that is for the people that don't know about it.
So me and Kenny were reached out by the Army National Guard to do an NIL deal, and like, of course, yeah, love supporting our nation, troops, and honestly do great stuff over there. And so they took us out on a day in a life thing where they flew us in a Black Hawk helicopter. Probably one of the scariest experiences of my life, but also very cool. They gave us doggy bags, and we're like, we don't need these. Flight's going smooth. Then they veer off to the mountains, just vroom. They dive, and we're just going up and down over these. At one point, I'm floating in the air, and I'm just seeing us go straight toward the ground. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, maybe I do need the doggy bag. Then we went and we shot light machine guns. We propelled down a tower, which was actually insane. I was freaking out.
I remember seeing the videos from that. That was crazy.
And I was like, I don't know if this rope can hold me, man. And Grizz players were there too. I know Eli Gilman was there, and then I think a couple basketball girls and basketball player. But yeah, they do great stuff. I mean, they have great programs there. So if you guys want to do it, check it out.
There you go. I remember seeing the you guys like getting on with them, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool to look at. And then the day you guys went out, seeing all the fun videos, I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
So,
it was really, really cool.
Saw Addie and Taylor there too from the basketball team. Yeah. Did they have fun with it as well?
Yeah, Taylor kicked our ass in the shooting competition.
Really?
Yes, smoked us.
Wow.
She hit like a bullseye with every one, and she goes, I don't know. I just got it. I'm like, what the hell? I'm over here I can barely see what's going on. So I was like, yeah, I just had to take the loss on that.
I mean, she did grow up in Roberts, so she probably does have some shooting experience on the family ranches.
We'll have to ask.
Shooting gophers out back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll have to ask her about that when she comes on.
Yeah.
See her take on it. See if she throws you under the bus.
No, I suck. Yeah, she kicked my butt. I don't have anything to say about it.
Oh,
nice.
All right.
No, we definitely love seeing the videos of you guys out there.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's dope.
Fun stuff. And the pictures with you guys have the helmets on, the flight helmets on and stuff. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
So.
it was freaky.
All right, should we get into some more questions of the week?
Yeah. So I'll start off with our first one here. This one's from Caden Dowler. Who is your favorite Bobcat of all time?
My favorite Bobcat of all time? Let's see. I mean, I'm going to go with my brothers, of course. And then you got Troy Anderson, you got Tommy Malott, you got Marcus Weir. I think Brody Grebe is the best defensive lineman to play at Montana State. I know Bill Kohler is in there too, but Brody's definitely one of my goats. And someone that was a player I looked up to. He helped me. And for leaders too, I mean, I would say the best speeches, Ort. I freaking loved Ort. He was one of the best leaders I've been around and such a great dude. And Nolan Askelson, he was one of my favorites. I mean, as a young guy, he was a great leader that built some belief in me as well. And I'm definitely missing a bunch of people, but, I mean, you just go down the freaking line, and there's always just some great players, some great dudes each year.
Here's sort of a random tangent. Were you at Brody's wedding this summer?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, because you mentioned Ort's speech. His speech he gave at dinner was pretty damn funny.
Yeah. Were you there?
Yeah.
He was in the band.
I was in the band with Jory and that crew. Yeah.
So you just saw all of us
just
teamed up. Yeah.
That was such a fun night.
Yeah,
it
was
I had a
good.
lot of fun.
Man, I had to rally that next day. I don't party too often, so I was just – me and Marcus were in the cabin at one point. We were like, I don't know how we're going to do this, pig. Took a little fireball, and we were rolling. So, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that was a fun night. All right, go ahead.
Next question from Brayden Krogstad. Do you have a favorite drill at practice?
A favorite drill? Honestly, I think for a defensive lineman, the best thing we do – oh, crap. We good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
Lost to Jersey.
I think the best thing that we do is key drill or just practice. Like, I love inside run and I love team because you need to feel what's going to happen, and you need those live reps to, like, actually, you know, just being able to hit someone. I feel bad now. I just
No, it's
screwed that
fine.
up.
No, you're good. Keep going.
But, yeah, I think you need the live reps, and so key drill. If we are doing a drill and we have to, I'm going to say 5-man just because you can hit the sled, and that's when you really work on getting out of your stance, placement of your hands. But you need to feel the leverage and to be able to play the leverage to play good.
All right, here, next question for you. Carly Torsdahl, shout out Mango. Toughest moment you've encountered playing for the Bobcats?
Moment in a game or just – I have a moment in a game and then just while I've been here.
Sure.
That works. So I would say my toughest moments were probably just honestly just trying to get to this point where I'm at with my body physically and my mind. But putting on all the weight, that was definitely very, very rough. 6 meals a day, like 6,500, 7,000 calories. And, I mean, I've had 5 surgeries, and I'm playing with a bum ankle right now that's going to need surgery later. So just kind of getting through the pain and then understanding what being injured and what being hurt is. But those are all great growing opportunities. Every time you have surgery, you learn something new about yourself, and you have to find a new hobby and a new way to cope with it. In a game, I think I was a redshirt freshman. I was probably like 270, 275. We're playing Weber. You know, this is when they're pretty freaking good, and their line is just big as shit. I mean, their center at the time was 6'6", 360, and they were running the tush push, and that's how I got on the field at first was jumbo, and that's like our goal line package, and I was a head up nose, and I had a torn wrist, so I was in a cast and everything, and I see them get in that, and I see him, and then I see the quarterback and like a running back and a fullback, and them tightening up in a 4-point, centers in a 4-point, and they teach us to knock it back. And I'm young at the time, so I'm not really savvy. I'm looking at the coach like, what the hell do you want me to do right here? Like, what the, yeah. And so I'm just there, don't know. They have like a half yard till they score, and I'm like, all right, guys, you got this. Fucking, I'm trying to hit them, and they just go boom. I'm like, see you later. But yeah, or when they're running tempo now, and I haven't practiced in a while, and I'm just out there, just holy crap, will you guys just slow it down, please? But yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Next question here is from Cade Kimball. When you look back on your football career, do you have a game that stands out?
Game that stands out. My grandfather, he passed away last year, and I was gone for a couple days with my family. And then that next game, I think I had like 10 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a forced fumble. And I was like, that was my grandpa. That one was sweet. Shout out Gramps. Wow. And then, I don't know, Idaho, Khabib was out. Khabib Blake Schmidt, we call him that. I don't know if you guys have heard that yet. No. Yeah, he's doing jiu-jitsu right now. I'm coming for you, Khabib, too. I'm coming for your ass. But he just got hurt, and it was that Vandals game. You know, everyone was saying we didn't really have a test yet and saying all that, and I got to go around the corner, and I took that quarterback out. I was able to use his celebration, and that was a really big moment for me. And I was just happy I was able to celebrate for him and be like, hey, I got you, bro. So that was cool.
Nice. I remember that game. Yeah. It was just over the PA. Paul Brott every time. I'm like, yeah.
Fun stuff. All right. Next one, another one from Braden Krogstad. How do you handle the pressure and noise of huge games?
Experience. You know, like, what was it, before this last game? I mean, when I just had the whole day to myself, I was honestly just reading a book, just hanging out, just journaling, and it comes with a lot of mental preparation. I mean, I go see the school counselor and mental performance guy, Coop, and he's taught me a lot of meditation stuff, trying to stay in the moment and not make it too big, because you can't listen to the outside noise. That's what makes it rise. You got to know in your head that you're prepared and you're confident and you're doing your 1/11th. I mean, you can't be out there thinking about what everyone else is doing. All I need to worry about is getting out of my stance as fast and as hard as I can, and I'll be fine. So I really minimize the situation in the game. That's what I feel like takes away the pressure.
Cool. All right. Let's see. Next question from Richie Blair. How were your injury from the other night? And he said we really need you this week.
I'll be good. I'm going to PT it all week and get a shot, and I'll be rolling. So, yeah, we'll all be ready to go for that game.
There we go.
All right, next question here is from Brandon. I know I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but Sandu, I think. Who are some of the young D linemen you were excited about?
Oh, I mean, I call him my little brother. People say he looks like me, and I look like him. I'm very excited about Talon Marsh. I mean, he may not be the biggest dude, but that is honestly the dumbest thing to think if all linemen's going against him, because he's the strongest dude on our team probably, except for Alex Bench and my Turkish get-up. That's all I got on these guys is my Turkish freaking get-up. But Talon is insanely strong. He's like about a clean near 400 pounds. He'll clear it before he leaves here. Benches a freaking house, squats a ton. Then again, he doesn't have to move a lot. That's going to piss him off. But he's he's such a good kid, and he works very hard, and he gets it. I mean, he knows the harder you work, the better you get. And me and Khabib, we actually took him, when was it? It was like winter training. It was like -10 out. And we took him over to Bozeman Beach, and we made there's like a hole in the water, and we all got in it. And we were like all just in there, just fucking get underneath it. And we're just sitting there just freezing our ass off for 5 minutes. He has such a good attitude. Dom Solano, I mean, he's one of my favorite players to watch. I'm not going to lie. If you guys watch Dom Solano, you will be entertained. And, I mean, he works very hard, too. He gets it. And, he just has great instincts when he's playing football. I mean, if you always trust the technique, Coach Babb, Coach Howe, if you're listening to this, plug your ears. If you always trust the technique, it might take you off some plays. But Dom will trust his instincts, and it leads him the right way. And, I mean, just the whole room, Hunter Charbonneau, Josiah is a freaking tank of a Polynesian. Hunter, yeah. I mean, he's going to knock people back. And, yeah, we got a great room. Seth Brock, too. Once he freaking gets his mind right, pulls it together, he's going to be a freak athlete, too. And he's going to be great, yeah.
All right.
Next question on here is from Cade Kimball. What are the positives and negatives of playing D-line?
Positives, your job is simple mentally. But negatives, let's see. I mean, there's not too many negatives. Once you get good at it, I mean, it's fun. It's you versus them. Negatives. Tempo. That's what I'm going to say. Tempo. But, yeah, positives, I mean, there's so many. You can just play as fast as you want. And there's such a high standard in our room, too, that makes you just get better as a person. So, yeah.
Good answer. You want to get the next question?
Yeah, next one here from Amelia Kuntz. What is the biggest achievement in your career?
My biggest achievement in my career? My personal achievements?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Obviously being voted a captain by my teammates. Getting to wear the 41 with that elite group of people and representing that 1941 team in the state. Getting all conference these past 2 years. Just all of it. But I'd say just most importantly, just being on this team and just learning. I mean, like I said, coming in here, I've grown so much mentally about learning about other people and just myself, and just I wouldn't trade that journey for anything else. I'd just say, yeah, being a captain, 41, and then just the personal growth that I've had since I've been here.
Like it. All right, Aiden, you want to get our last one here?
Yeah, this one's from Chase Kimball. What do you think is the key of the Bobcat defense being so successful this year?
The key.
I think this might be one of the best questions we've had in
Yeah,
a while.
Yeah.
Good question.
Well, good thing. Minimize the situation, right? Yeah. Take away the pressure. I would just say we all play for each other. We love each other, and we set a different tone. We have Coach Howe. I don't know if you guys have ever heard him talk or speak to him, but he's a very fiery guy, and he will push you to be the best. And I think he set that standard for us, and we all love each other so much on that defense that we're out there playing for each other. It's not just all ego-based. It's, if I mess up on a rush, I know I have Caden Dollar, I have Carson Williams, Seth Johnson, I have Cole Taylor, Bryce Grebe, I have Kenny, I have Alec, I have freaking 20 other guys that are there for me to make me better, and everyone is just hustling their butt off because they're hungry. Everyone's hungry on that defense. They want to be great. So I think that's what makes us good.
Nice.
Good answer.
And we did just get a last-minute question from Marcus Ware.
Oh, my God.
He said, ask what's his most devious day of eating.
This fucking guy. Sorry about cussing, too.
Oh, you're good.
All right. My most devious day of eating? Well, I don't really have one, but Marcus Weir has one. So there was one day, Marcus, he went and had a protein shake, went to lift, got done, went to the roost, and then he went to Firehouse Subs like an hour later, had a sub and a half, and then he walked over to Texas Roadhouse, and he ate a steak and like 2 appetizers. I don't know. It was insane. Yeah, Marcus, that was you.
That's wild.
That is it.
Yeah.
That's a day right there.
Yeah, it was. Marcus, you're insane.
That actually doesn't surprise me too much.
No.
Yeah, no.
That makes
Now
sense.
he's getting skinny, so I'm going to expose him.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
All
right. Thank you guys for putting in questions this week. We got a lot of really good questions. This is one of the first weeks in a while that we've had majority really awesome questions. We appreciate all of them.
Had 11 this week, actually.
Yeah, 11 this week and some really good ones. So, again, we're getting closer. Paul, if you turn around, our questions leader, Spencer, on the club hockey team, we've got a little note up there. 16 is a number to beat. So, rest of you football players, basketball players we're having on over the winter, 16 is a number to beat. So, yeah, now moving on to our Bobcat Weekly question of the week. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
I'll eat anything. I don't care if pineapple's on that pizza. I want to eat it.
14, there we go. All right, so we've had
14 say yes.
14 yes.
And then 2 say
2
no. We had Carson Williams say no, and then Jed Miller say no.
Carson just eats straight sugar. I'm surprised he said no. That dude's always eating something bad for him.
So he's getting on a sugar high before every game?
Yeah.
I see him run out of the tunnel. What?
That explains a lot.
You see him run out of the tunnel, and he's just, like, galloping, jumping up and down. Looks like he's about to tear an ACL, but
They never run out of energy. I mean, those DBs, I said this on an interview before, it's just their energizer bunnies, like, just go, 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 go. And we're actually, we got a war in the locker room right now, and it's been fun, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, there's a reason he's running first out of the tunnel, and I'm the last one out. Yeah, I don't got all that.
Yeah, he's got something different in that head there that makes him just like to hit dudes so hard.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast. He's going to be really good. He is really good.
He is
Freshman
really good,
All-American.
Yes.
All right, we'll move on to our rapid-fire questions here.
All right.
First question on here, what's your favorite place to eat in Bozeman?
That's not a rapid-fire question, man.
Well, we
Call
really
it
should
rapid fire.
we should rename these. These are just the questions that we ask every player every week.
I gotta think. Maven's Market. Shout out Maven's Market. Best coffee in Bozeman. Yeah, I'll go with that. Elijah put me on a Farmer's Daughter. They got some healthy, good food over there. Ribbon Chop. I stopped going to the Roost. Too expensive.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
very expensive. It's
really
good, but it's so expensive.
Hideaway's good too, but can't eat that all the time either, man. I mean, I eat healthy food and I still look like this, so I gotta reel it in. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, next one here. Favorite thing or things to do outside of football?
Favorite things or things to do? I love the hot springs, hanging out. I love movies. I just finished the book, Last Green Valley. Caden Dollar's going to hate that. He says I just brag about reading. Yeah.
Is that because he can't read, or?
That guy can read, trust me.
Okay.
He can read. But, yeah, what else is there to do? I mean, I just love hanging out with my friends. I love cooking. Neil's really good on the Traeger, too. Yeah, I mean, lifting weights. Can't wait to freaking lose weight. It's going to be awesome. But, yeah, that's about it. Used to be video games, but I get rid of my PlayStation during the year. So, yeah.
Nice. All right. Who has been your biggest impact / influence in your journey so far?
Like I said, I would say Brody Grebe and Blake Schmidt. After we lost to NDSU, and even before that, I mean, I was with Brody in the field house, and he always had like a gallon of Kool-Aid, and I would ask him for like a pencil or a piece of paper, and he was just looking at me like I was a dumbass. But he really showed me that the little things do matter, and those two, they pushed me a lot to work harder and just try to be great. And I mean, yeah, I owe a lot to those guys, because before I was just trying to do it by myself, and I was like, I know the right way. I'm just going to try to do a bunch of lifts during the day. But those guys really showed me what it meant to work hard and how to be calculated with your stuff, not just an idiot trying to bench twice a day.
Nice.
All right, next question here. If you could play any other sport pro, what would it be and why?
Basketball, because I would hit daggers from the corner. Yeah, I could be I'd definitely be a slasher. I'd be head topping people, probably 360 windmills. Just a demon on the court. I mean, you get in front of me, probably break your ankles. Just all of it, yeah. Someone's going to pull up a clip of me just airballing a three from high school. Yeah. Ooh, or MMA. Being a UFC fighter, being the baddest dude in the world, like Conor McGregor.
Yeah, there
dude,
you go.
that dude's a dog.
Yeah. Sugar Sean from Helena.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, speaking of that, you guys watch Peter Yan just freaking piece up Marab?
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was sweet.
We had 2 weeks ago, Pat McMahon from the basketball team said MMA. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
we said that was kind of an obscure answer from what we've had so far, but now we have two. So
No, yeah, like
nice.
if you're the goat of it, like you're not getting pieced up, yes, MMA.
Yeah.
Baddest dude ever, yeah.
There you go.
Sweet.
All right, next one here. If you could give one piece of advice to the younger generation of athletes, what would it be?
Have your actions match your goals. Don't say you're going to do something and go out and party or just eat terrible foods. You need to be locked in and consistent, but at the same time, you need to enjoy it. That's where I struggled the most is, yeah, I can work as hard as I want, but I started cutting out a lot of things I like to do, and that will negatively impact you instead of helping you. So find what's healthy, have a good routine, and just trust it and keep going. Just if you want to quit that day, quit the next day. So just, yeah, have your actions match your goals.
Yeah. Like it.
Yep. All right. Next question on here. What's your favorite place to go in Bozeman, like hang out?
My favorite place to go? Probably my room. No. I like the hot springs, like I said. Sitting in the sauna, sweating your butt off, and then going in the cold tub. It's very weird. You feel odd. I love that. Like I said, I like going to places to eat food. Maven's Market, Farmer's Daughter, like morning and coffee. Just sit there, hang out. Fuel. I love the weight room. Fuel, come on, give me a free membership, please.
NIL right there.
Please.
All right. Favorite song and or artist right now?
Favorite song and or artist? Crap. Let me look. I think I got something. All right, you guys tell me your favorite songs. I'll try to find this one.
Brady, you want to start?
Start with you.
I think a few things have changed. I think my favorite song right now is Honky Tonk Till It Hurts by Zach Top.
That's a good answer. I got to look at mine too. We'll go with, I've been listening to a lot of Coulter Wall lately. We'll go with Kate McCannon by Coulter Wall.
Nice. There you go. I'm a big 90s country guy. I think Tracy Lawrence was number one on my recap. So either Tracy Lawrence or Zach Top on the new album. So
Okay. Yeah, you boys are some country boys.
Yeah.
I like Gypsy by Fleetwood Mac, but I got all the dopamine out of that song. I mean, I go everywhere. I got heavy metal. I got rap on here. What was I listening to before the game is Roots, Bloody Roots by, I can't even say it, Septua or whatever. 13 by Johnny Cash. That's hard. Yeah, I'm all over the place with my music. I mean, yeah.
I think
Nice.
that's how a lot of people are. They just don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
Because my recap was all over the place. I think my top artist was Zach Top, and then I went to Billy Strings, and then I think I went like Leonard Skinnerd.
Yeah.
And it's just, and then if you look at like your top 100 songs, it was all over the place. There's
Yeah.
zero
Yeah, that's how it
consistency.
goes.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We got our
last
final
question
one here.
All right,
This
so
is a new ad to
this is a
the
new ad.
questions.
Who on the team would you not let date your sister?
Oh, man.
What are we doing here?
What's going on?
The door decided it needed to unlock.
Who would I not let date my sister? I don't want to answer that. They're going to give me some shit. They're all good dudes. They can date my sister.
Wow.
Minus Carson Williams. And Takari Carr.
Okay, there we go.
Takari said the exact opposite. He said he wouldn't let anyone on the team date his sister.
Yeah. I don't know. I was messing. Takari's a good dude. Same with Carson.
Good guys. That's a good add to the
Yes.
questions now to have.
All
All right. You want to do our trivia here?
Yeah.
All right.
So I tried to make it a little more defensive themed for the Cats this week, with you being a defensive guy. So Caden has had a great last few weeks with turnovers. I think it's the last 6 weeks he's had a turnover in the game, and he has 6 interceptions on the season. So who has the current record for interceptions, for the most interceptions in a season, and can you tell me the year and the number of interceptions? You can phone a friend, too, if you don't know what it is.
Let's see. I'd probably call Bob Kimball, but I don't think I have his. I might have his number. Let me call him, because what had happened around the 2010s? Because I think Bob Kimball had it before.
No,
It was Bob Kimball, then someone broke it, and now Caden.
It's before 2000.
I'm gonna say. Okay, can I call Bob?
Yep, go ahead.
See if he's on here. Yeah, he's on here. If he doesn't pick up, man.
We haven't had too many phone a friends, so
Yeah.
add some
You guys
excitement.
know Bob Kimball, right? Silver Bullet.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that dude is a freaking dog.
Hello?
Bob, it's Paul.
How you doing?
Good. I'm on a podcast right now, and I think you know the answer to this question. All right, I'm gonna have him read it to you.
Okay.
Who has the current record for the most interceptions in the season with the Cats? And then how many is it and what year was it in?
I think that's Doug Kimball in 1984.
Correct. How many was it?
10.
Correct.
There we go.
Nice. There we
Nice.
go.
Yeah,
There we go.
that was a good phone a friend right there.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Bone. Yeah, it was easy money. Yeah, I had to call you.
All right.
All right, see ya.
All right. See you.
Awesome. There we go.
Yeah.
Spot
Brother.
on.
Yeah.
The phone of friends are fun when it works out. I don't know if you saw we posted on the Instagram when we had Mackenzie and Tegan on from the volleyball team. We did a trivia question with them, and they called Coach Jen, and it was a question about like a Christmas movie question, and that one was really funny. So
Yeah.
glad this worked out too.
Because it was about head coach Matt, and they called his wife, who's the assistant coach, and she was like, well, what do I get out of this? And kind of made it entertaining, so Tegan offered to bring her Starbucks if she'd help answer the question.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's a good answer right there. You want to
Sweet.
go into a bit of recap here?
Yeah, so recapping this past week for Bobcat Athletics, men's basketball, one game on the schedule. They lose by 10 to Oregon State, 67-57. Cats trailed just by 2 at halftime. Then Oregon State outscored them 38-30 in the second half. Overall, they hung around for the majority of the game. Oregon State just played a good game. I mean, that's good competition for the Cats. We continue to say it every week. The men's pre-conference schedule has been pretty nuts. Some pretty good competition for them. So, yeah, losing skid 2 games now for them, which isn't too bad. Record stands at 4-7, but they're wrapping up their non-con season and start conference play pretty soon, I think. So,
Yep, just after the break.
yep, continuing to play good basketball. They're hanging within 8, 10, 12 points of really good teams, even closer in the earlier season games. So I think they're definitely in a good spot heading into conference play. So it'll be interesting to see how things shake out. But
Yep. Hopefully
Yeah.
we've been in a lot of those close games that we've ended up on the wrong side of, so I'm hoping that when we get into conference play, we can turn those games around and get those wins.
yeah, for sure. Aiden want to hit women's basketball too.
Yeah, I don't have a ton to say about women's basketball because they just finished up their game like 20 minutes ago. But they lost in Oregon 44-69. Overall, I mean, seems like it was a pretty okay game. What does the stats say there?
Jamison Phillip with 14.
Yeah.
That's
Good.
That's a career high for her. So.
Starting as well for that game.
Yes.
Yep. So all around, I mean, the girls have been having a pretty great season so far. They had that upset in Colorado. They've hung with a lot of teams that are definitely a higher ranked school than us. So yeah, very excited to see what it looks like going into the conference play for the girls.
Yeah, for sure. And like we talked about last week too, this Oregon team, they're 10-1 heading into this weekend. So they're a very good team this year. It'll be interesting to see how they shake out the rest of the season. But yeah, not a great game for the Cats, but it's against a really good school. So can't.
Feel that.
Yeah.
Feel that.
Yeah. But yeah, like Aiden said, wrapping up non-con season here pretty quick. So exciting to see them get rolling in conference play. I have a feeling they will continue to dominate like they have in past years. A lot of new faces on the team this year, and they've been playing well. So, yeah, exciting to see what the next few coming weeks has. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Moving on to football here, we had a good win last week, 44-28 over Stephen F. Austin. The team played pretty well all around. Offensively, we certainly stepped up from last week's performance. Lamson was 20 for 26 with 246 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then Adam Jones had 9 carries for 114 yards. And did he have 2 touchdowns or did he have 3?
I think he had 3.
I think he had 3.
I saw something that said hat trick.
Yeah,
by his name.
that's what's
Yes.
making me think it's
Yep.
3. So, yeah, good game for him. Cats defense also showed up. Caden Dowler picked up his 6th interception last week.
Dog.
We called it on the podcast too. I'm like,
We did.
What's my hot take for the week? I think Caden Dowler's getting another interception. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
I know
Great for
him. Brady and I sit like just to the right of Aiden, kind of like the next section over, so we can like see each other. And as soon as a pick happened, he looks over. He's like, "I called it."
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true. Yeah.
I feel like it's almost an expectation of him now.
Yeah, I was telling him, I was like, dude, these are starting to get less and less exciting. You're getting, I'm just waiting for it to happen, man. I'm like, there you go. He's a
Like
dog.
I saw it happen and I just start laughing and I'm like, it's every
Yeah.
game at this point.
Yeah. Don't throw his way. Don't do it.
The funny thing was right before that I yelled, "We're gonna get a pick right here," and then he tipped it, and then he got the pick, and I'm like,
Goes. Yeah.
maybe I should just say that every play.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, just
Yeah.
right place at the right time, and the ball's falling into his arms. So,
Oh,
got to
yeah.
take it. But yeah,
Gosh,
fun game.
He
Paul,
should win Buck Buchanan.
yeah. Paul, other thoughts from the game and that night?
Yeah, I mean, the defense, we still could have played better. I mean, I think everyone on our defense wants 0 points every game. So if they score, we all kind of get mad. But yeah, I mean, it was a great game. Offense killed it. I mean, they always can. I'm glad Adam's just on a freaking tear right now too. Him and Julius, everyone's just playing really good on that offense. Defense, like I'm saying, we're deep and we're rotating, and yeah, stop throwing it Caden's way. Stop throwing it Cole Taylor's way. I mean, someone block Kenny, please. Yeah, Kenny had a great game too. I mean, a hat trick for a D lineman, 2 strip sacks and a normal sack. I mean, that's big time.
Yeah, he had a great game.
You know, I've been.
Cruz had 2 as well.
Yeah.
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 And Zach Carson picked up a sack as well, or assisted,
Takari.
or Takari.
Takari
Yes.
did. Yes.
Takari did.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been tired of the quarterbacks just throwing it away anytime they see Kenny running their way.
Yeah.
And I was talking to his sister, and she's like, "Just let him hit you." It's like, stop being a baby. And every time against like the UC Davis quarterback, you just pitch it out every single time and you get close. And I'm like, just
UC
let him
Davis,
get one.
Yeah, he's
quick. A dog, man. Yeah, he was hard to get to. I mean, that was when my ankle was fresh too. And I remember I was chasing him back. I humped this dude, and I'm freaking sprinting at him, and I'm like, all right, I'm not getting him. I see Kenny just, I'm like, thank goodness, brother. And he got him down. But, yeah, I mean, they have to throw the ball out quick. Yeah. Otherwise, you got one of our dogs on you. So, yeah.
And I don't think Kenny realized as soon as his first sack that it caused the fumble because he's out celebrating, and he's turning around. He's like, wait, like, where'd everyone go?
Kicking the dog door, man. Yeah, he was celebrating. Cruz jumped on it.
Yeah. Another fun evening. It's fun to have those night games. I'm glad that we've had a couple of them now. But yeah, weather was nice too. I mean, the wind blew a little bit up where we were sitting, but really wasn't too bad.
It's nice. I'm honestly mad how nice the weather is right now. I love the snow. I love the cold.
Well, good news is it's supposed to be cold and snowy for Saturday's game. So.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I do want to give a little quick shout out to the CUNF Austin band who traveled up here. It's always fun to have another band in the stands, and they were good too. But I do feel bad for them. They had to drive all the way.
That's a long trip.
From Texas. I was talking to their director, and they got on a bus, and 3 days up here, 3 days back, because 22 and a half hours, and their bus drivers don't want to do that.
That's dedication right there.
Yeah.
So that's
A lot of practice, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm interested
Fun
to see
night,
if the Grizz will be bringing their band down.
We'll see.
Because they stopped letting us bring ours up there, but I think NCAA says we have to allow them to if they want to bring it, but I hope that they don't. But
there's just more seats for us.
Less either way.
Yeah.
It's still going to be loud.
Seats, yeah.
It'll be what it is. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Overall, I think it was a pretty good game.
Yeah, happy with how I think compared to last week. I know one thing with we talked about last week of especially offense heading into this week is you compared it to the earlier game this season.
Mercyhurst.
Heading into
coming in after that Mercyhurst game, going into Eastern Washington, we won like 57-3.
Yes. Yeah, that was a great comparison you made, and I mean, yeah, I think it was the same. I mean, offense played awesome, and all around was great.
Too.
So
yeah,
good stuff.
I'm trying to figure out or trying to see it right now, but we did see Miles Sandstead putting his leg to use.
Yes.
If you can remember how far that field goal was.
His long was 47, I think.
Yeah,
it was 47.
I think it was 47. Yeah.
So they were on the 37-yard line.
That one was quite long.
And it barely made it, but he fought the wind. Miles Sandstead. Yep, 47. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a pretty good game. I don't know how his extra points were because me and Brady don't watch extra points. But
no, we don't.
They have the superstition where they turn around.
Yeah,
for all the extra
I have
points.
not
They don't
watched an
You
extra.
guys watching NDSU or something?
No, I didn't watch that one. And that I just saw everyone be all upset about it. But yeah,
I was actually laying
I have
on the
not watched
ground
an extra
during
point
that.
in probably 7 years.
I accidentally watched
I
one this year, and we missed, so.
It continues.
Yeah.
There you go.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention well. But yeah.
All right, good stuff all around.
Yep.
Fun weekend for the Bobcats. I mean, basketball. A couple losses for them, but we're not concerned really.
Nope.
I don't think there's much of a need to.
We're not in a conference play yet, and they're good schools that we're losing to. So.
Yeah, exactly. So all right, moving on to a little bit around the FCS. Aiden.
Yeah. All right. We had 4 games last week, including ours. So the other one on our side of the bracket, Montana beat South Dakota 52-22. I think overall it was a pretty good game for the Grizz. They showed out in their last home game of the year. South Dakota, they stayed in this game pretty well, but they just couldn't catch up to the Grizzlies. Michael Wortham had a great game. He had 11 catches for 201 yards and 2 touchdowns. One thing that I noticed, the Grizz seemed to be fueled a lot by the energy in Washington Grizzly, and if the energy slowed down, the Grizz would slow down quite a bit, so I'm interested to see if that has to play at all this week with it not being at home. But ultimately, I think this shows that the Grizz are a good team, and we do need to watch out this week and make sure that we're playing our best game.
Yeah, for sure.
Next game on here, Villanova beat Tarleton State, the 4 seed, 26-21. Tarleton came out hot to take a 14-0 lead and then just kind of cooled off, and it was Villanova's game from there. Huge upset for Villanova too. Getting that win, they're obviously the 12 seed, so getting that win over the 4 seed is pretty big for them. And then they get to host a semifinal game now against Illinois State.
Lots of chaos happening.
Yeah, that side of the bracket is just upset nation.
Yeah, I didn't have Villanova really going anywhere.
I had them losing to Harvard, so my bracket's a little kerfuffled. But, All right, next game on here, Illinois State beat UC Davis 42-31. That one was very surprising in my opinion. I kind of expected the Tarleton one. I was like, Tarleton, they feel like they're a little higher ranked than they were supposed to be. But Davis won also kind of a little higher than I was expecting them to be, but still a pretty big loss for them. Illinois State had a really good game. They kept the lead for pretty much all of this game. Should be a good matchup next week between Villanova and Illinois State.
Yeah, I know we talked a little bit about throughout the game. I mean, Davis they played decent, but definitely not like they have played this season. So just.
Yeah, I haven't watched any Illinois State. Are they pretty good?
They've had a good couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they beat NDSU.
They beat
I haven't
NDSU.
done that since I've been here.
Yeah.
So that's impressive.
It is.
Yeah, another crazy week for the FCS playoffs. We mentioned last week too. I think like this year, especially for FCS playoffs in general, has been pretty damn good games like compared to past years, but entertaining stuff nonetheless.
Yeah, and everyone's saying that there's too many people in the 12-team college playoff. But if you had that, you wouldn't have your Illinois States beating NDSU. You wouldn't have them beating UC Davis. You wouldn't have.
Yeah, making a run.
Yeah, you wouldn't have any of this stuff. So
It'd be interesting to see how next week goes from it. I mean, Illinois State, I haven't heard much about them the past couple years just because they're not really on our radar. But, I mean, hey, they make it to Nashville, good for them. So
It's pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, they're going on a big run, and they beat NDSU, then they beat UC Davis. They must just be riding high and probably pretty physical.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that NDSU win just had to, kind of get that fire going for them. I mean, everyone in the FCS is happy about that. NDSU getting out of there. I mean, and SDS too. Neither of them being now in the playoffs, but
I think this was like the first year in I think it was like 6 years that there hasn't been a Dakota State in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
So, and they made it so that the the Missouri Valley actually still has a team left in the semifinals because they lost their 4 big ones with North Dakota too, with all the Dakotas. Good for them. All right, we want to look ahead to some men's basketball there.
Yeah, so men's basketball here on the schedule. 2 games this upcoming week. So Cats head down to San Luis Obispo, taking on Cal Poly. That's Tuesday the 16th, which the episode won't be out because it's Sunday, and the episode won't be out till the 18th, which is Thursday, so the game will be done by then. And then the Cats are back home the 22nd, which is next Monday. Kind of a weird another day game. You guys are on break, so
we
should be able to go.
So I'll probably be there.
Yeah, so next Monday, the 22nd, it would be fun to have the guys back home ahead of conference play. I think a final game for them ahead of the break. It's a 1 p.m. tip-off on ESPN+, so Monday afternoon game should be fun. I don't think there's going to be a ton of people there, especially with students going home for Christmas and whatnot. So if you guys are there, we'll be there. Come say hi. And, nice couple games to wrap out the non-con season. So.
Yep. Women's basketball. Brady, you want to talk about women's basketball?
Yep, the girls are headed out to Maui this coming weekend for the
not Miami
for the Maui Classic. 2 games on the schedule for them. Friday the 19th against Oregon State. That's at 8 p.m. tip-off, and then Saturday the 20th against Hawaii. That's a 6:30 tip-off. Looks like no broadcast for the time being. But stay tuned, though. We can post if we do find a broadcast. I'm sure there will be, just not announced yet.
Yeah, or it's on ESPN+. They just don't say anything. But
I know those tournaments always a lot of fun, heading down to Hawaii, getting to play there for a few days, go hang out.
Yeah, that'll be fun for the team to go.
Get a nice
hang out.
free trip to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, moving on. Basketball now. Football. Back home this Saturday. Cat Grizz Part 2. Semifinals. Exciting stuff. So this Saturday, 2 p.m. kickoff on ABC, which is pretty exciting stuff. Cats taking the first Brawl of the Wild 31-28 earlier this year. I think it's going to be pretty crazy atmosphere. I know the first, obviously, up in Missoula was, but, I mean, just given the circumstances, I think this Saturday has the potential to be nuts. So, and like you said earlier, weather looking like it's going to be snowy, I think, so we'll have to see. But, yeah, Paul, thoughts heading into the weekend?
I'm very excited to play. Usually I'm surprised you guys aren't trying to get anything else bad out of me. Usually when I do an interview about the Grizz, they're like, what comes to your mind when you think about the Grizz? It's like, no, I mean, it's going to be a great game, and I bet they're thinking about it too. Like, you know, it's going to the national championship, and I didn't care if it was the Grizz or South Dakota. I just wanted to play a game, and I want to win. And so our preparation is going to have to be the same. We're going to have to work very hard, and we're glad we get to go against them. I mean, they're a great opponent, and anything can happen at any time when these two teams are playing. And so, yeah, I mean, I think this is the first time we've ever played in the playoffs. Yeah, so, I mean, for the fans, it's going to be awesome. For us, it's going to be awesome. But, I mean, I have my buddy Elijah Reynolds at home. He's not playing. But I'm like, yeah, man, it's going to be a good game. We're just going to treat it like it's a normal game. He goes, this is going to be the biggest game of your life. You got to get ready. And I'm like, man, I'm just going to do the same preparation. And so, yeah, atmosphere, I bet it's going to be nuts. But like I was talking about earlier, got to have the mental right for that. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I know we kind of talked about a little bit. It'll be interesting to see in terms of students, because obviously them being on break now, who stays and who isn't. But with it being Cat Grizz,
I think
they'll
be able
there.
to fill out that
if they're not
section.
there, the parents are going to be in there.
Yeah,
exactly.
That stadium will be full on Saturday.
It will be shaking, and we will be screaming "Moni Moni" on the
I
field.
promise you, yeah, you guys are just going to see my hands going like this the whole freaking game. Just get loud. So if you see me doing that, scream your ass off so that offense can't hear shit. Please.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking right now at the ticket prices, and currently the lowest ticket I can find on SeatGeek is $608 up at the top.
Oh.
So
Above us.
yeah, that will be.
What's the most expensive we got here?
Right now it's $1,200 in the north end zone, about row 16. But
Is that a good spot? I wouldn't think that'd be a good spot.
it's not even that good of a spot. But yeah, they're gonna be hard to find. And if you're a season ticket holder, make sure you're selling your tickets to Cat fans. Don't sell them to Grizz fans.
No.
You want
Please
that
do
stadium
not.
to be blue
We
and
will
gold.
find you.
Yeah, Paul will come to your house.
Yes. Raid your fridge.
Obviously, we don't want you to sell your tickets. We want you to be there, but
Yes,
if you have
if
to.
you do,
If you have to, sell them at a low price to some Cat fans.
yeah.
Maybe my mother.
if you do have to sell them to Grizz fans, charge at least like
$5 grand.
Yeah, about $5,000, and then just put it all back into the scholarship fund.
Yes.
Yeah, so very exciting week this week. Going to be that stadium's going to be electric no matter what.
Yeah. Yep.
With it,
I think we need some of the players running down more to our section to start getting everybody hyped up, because we're kind of in the little bit of the older people that like to sit. So
Is that on the away from the home sideline? You guys are behind the away team?
we are right.
Like where the band comes out at
yeah,
halftime.
right
Oh,
above, in the
116,
116,
117.
117.
Okay.
like right in the corner of the end zone. If you go up. a little
Okay.
bit.
Sweet.
Yeah, we do. That is a good comment. We do have the older people sitting around us, which
But it's
has
nice
just-
because there's like 2 rows in front of. Well, there's 1 row in front of me, and it's all old people that sit the entire time, so I can always see. It's great.
Those are the people I'm going like this.
Yeah.
Get your ass up.
Get up.
I have a feeling that we'll be able to get at least some of them up. this
That
week.
stadium's going to be loud.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna have a voice by the end of the game.
No.
I won't
No.
either.
Yeah, I don't think many people
I think
will.
if your voice is still intact, you're wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to be down on that field screaming "Moni Moni" after that game.
I know. I'm going to have, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time.
we check out weather yet? What it's supposed to do?
It's supposed to be snowing Friday night and Saturday, so
Come on, 10 degrees.
Yeah, I want it to be nice and cold.
High
for
of
that game.
39 on Saturday.
Yeah.
24% chance of snow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure they want snow too. I mean, they're
Yeah.
Montana boys as well.
Everyone wants. It's just more fun. It's football weather.
Yeah, it is.
I know I said this last week, but I'm going to say it again because I want every reason to hate Bobby Houck as much as possible. A minute 40 to go. You have the ball. It's first down. You can take knees, and you're out of the game like that. But no, what if you do if you're Bobby Houck? No, what do? You go score again. I think this is the dumbest thing ever. I just can't stand it. I know that the Grizzlies, I know they like to run up the score, but if you're up by 2 scores and you can easily take a knee and get out of there, no, you don't go score, but he does. And I gotta say that again. I hate it.
Brody
I hate
doesn't
it.
like Bobby, if you can't tell. None of us like Bobby.
I don't think anybody does.
No.
He's
All right.
2-5 since they hired him back, and he's about to be 2-6.
Sign his petition to reopen the Big Timber water slides.
I will sign that petition.
Yeah.
Little inside joke we started while watching the game here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that wonderful meme of Bobby when he got back here the second time of.
Well,
Have you seen that meme before?
he'll have his boys ready. He's a good coach.
Let me see if I can find it while we're going through this.
Yeah, we want to move on. You find that. We can move on to stuff here. Other Bobcat news. Former Bobcat Rohan Jones earning second team All-SEC at Arkansas. Very big
deal.
honor for him. Taking that
Dog.
step up from MSU to Arkansas. So impressive. I think you texted the group chat when that came out, and I was, wow, good for him. But he's been playing well this year. So
That's good. Yeah, he's an animal. He's a freak athlete too. He's a very funny dude too. So yeah, good for him. He's well deserved. Works really hard. So same with Omar. I don't know if you guys know Omar. He got
Yeah.
first team All Big 12 at Baylor.
Really?
Right guard, and he was like 93, graded PFF or whatever. And he's I've played against him. I mean, I've scrapped a few times on the field, but I mean, you want to talk about a good offensive lineman. They're good. That's when they're mean and they're aggressive and they want to hit you. I mean, that's kind of like what Yale's O-line was, and now it's fun to play against them. And that's what Omar adopted, is just didn't even need to adopt it. He likes smacking people. You really like hitting people, you play O-line. Does a great job.
There you go.
good stuff. Brady, want to touch on high school athletics?
Yep, so high school basketball is getting underway for both Gallatin and Bozeman. The only stats I have right now is Gallatin girls picking up a huge win over Helena. I think, let me pull up the score real quick.
Bears by 1 million. Let's go West High.
Gallatin beat Helena 78-37. So it's a very
Nice.
good start for the girls, hoping to repeat at the state title again this year.
Nope.
And then boys dropping a close first season match against Helena. Very well played. We lost quite a few with Grant Vegan.
Locked his ass up too.
I'm blanking off the top of my head right
McLean,
now. McLean.
a couple others. We graduated a handful. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But team's looking good. I think Claxton's got his visions right. Also, Gallatin Wrestling getting underway, strong as usual. Got a big squad.
Here we go.
Got our first meets coming up, a few previous. But also we got some dangerous guys out there this year. And then JV Ice Dogs, they got second in the Bozeman Cup today. Lost on a shootout, unfortunately. But varsity, can't find the score, but they were also playing in the Bozeman Cup championship. This is separate from the Ice Dogs we usually talk about.
it's confusing stuff.
It is very confusing.
Sounds
And then the junior
That's why
Ice Dogs is who we always talk about, who are the big popular ones. They're away at a showcase. They're not back till January, but the showcase has got college scouts and different league scouts. So
Yeah, and they're playing tonight.
Did you guys play hockey?
Yes. No.
No?
We skate, but
It's like to
They
watch.
skate. I look like a deer on ice.
I believe it. I probably would just be a walrus flopping around out there. Yeah.
I like to watch and heckle. That's what I'm good at.
Yeah.
I do like watching hockey, but
Yeah.
I just could not play it.
What was
Yeah.
it? I only watched. I just kept seeing the edits of like the USA versus
Oh,
Canada.
that was a fun game.
That
to
was
watch.
awesome. Yeah, they were booing, and then they just start beating the shit out of each other.
Hey, we got the Winter Olympics coming up. We might
Yeah,
see a
we
little
do.
repeat of that.
Let's
Yeah.
do
oh
it.
yeah, we'll see. But
Right.
yeah, and I mean, going off the hockey comment, Cat Grizz hockey, for any of you guys that are watching, that was there, was unreal. It was so
Packed.
loud. They had probably 2,500, 3,000 people in there. It was
Yeah.
packed, but
I think we
fun night.
overdid the capacity because there's that little back door in the rink, and people just letting in, people just shuffling in. So it was
Yeah.
Good.
It was
more
packed.
than
Yes.
what was ticketed.
Fire hazard. Good.
Nice.
All right. Get a little bit of bracket breakdown here as we kind of wrap things up.
Yeah, so not a lot of a bracket to really break down.
No,
We got
there's
2
not.
games left with the semifinals this week. First game of the week is Villanova is hosting Illinois State. That should be a good game. Illinois State unranked. I think the last time that there was an unranked team in the semifinals was when we played SDSU here to go to the national championship in 2021. That was a big game, and that was before they ranked up to 16. That was when they only ranked to 8. So pretty big for Illinois State. Interested to see. Both teams have been coming off some pretty big upsets. Illinois State has had 3 road upsets in a row, which is huge for their program. Brady, what are your thoughts on this game?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, we've seen a lot happen in this playoffs. Sure. I could go either way with this right now, but I don't know. Come back to me. I can think a little bit more.
Let's go Illinois State.
Good answer. Yeah. What are you thinking here, Keegan?
I'd love to see Illinois State take this and get to Nashville. I think it's been fun watching them throughout the playoffs come from like, oh, Illinois State, oh, they beat NDSU, wow, and then start following them more. So
Yep.
I think it'd be awesome for a team like this. Like you mentioned, the 3 road upsets in a row. But, yeah, I'd like to see them take this and move on to Nashville. So give me Illinois State.
I'm going to go with you there. I'm going to take Illinois State. I think they've had a lot of great road wins. Villanova, they're a good team. I'm not going to discount them at all. I think this is going to be a great game, but I think Illinois State, they've had a lot of success against these teams where they're not favored, and I think that this is going to go really well for them. So I'm going to take the Redbirds, I think is their mascot.
Sounds right.
Something like that.
Yeah. Great. And
I got Illinois State. I've made up my mind.
great.
So,
And then the big game this week, Brawl the Wild 2.0, Montana State versus Montana here at home. Montana State opens favored by 5.5. The over/under is 59.5. Brady, what are your thoughts?
I think this is going to be, I don't know, I can't speak for you, but I think this is going to be a little bit different from the first Brawl of the Wild. I think Cats are going to come out swinging, and I think we're going to do a little BTA.
You gonna take the over or the under here?
I'll go over because I was wrong on the last one, and it was over by quite a bit, so I'll go over.
Go
ahead.
I think that this is going to be a great game. I think our defense does a great job here of locking up Wortham and stopping Gilman. So I think that I'm going to take the under here because I think our defense does a great job of locking everything up.
oh,
Keegan, what are you thinking here?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think it's going to be fun to see these two teams go head-to-head again. Yeah, I think this game has a potential to kind of be a shootout. I think I talked about with the first Brawl of the Wild. I don't remember. I think it might have been one of the other games, but yeah, I think both teams are going to come out firing. I mean, I think the Grizz have momentum coming off of a pretty good win up in Missoula, and so do the Cats coming off considering the Yale win and then go to the Stephen F. Austin win where they played much better. I think both teams are rolling. Has the potential to be a really good game, and I know it will. The atmosphere is going to be nuts.
Yeah.
So obviously taking the Bobcats here because if I'm not, then I'm just wrong. So, yeah, but I'm taking the under here as well. I think defense is going to lock them up. Work on the things. I think things are going to be improved from Paul, like you mentioned earlier, things that didn't go as well. Let up probably more points than you guys probably wanted to because, you like having a 0 up there. So I think the Cats do a good job of keeping them quiet. I think they maybe get 1 or 2 scores and that's it. But I think offense is going to do their job. Defense is going to do their job. And, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. And, last week the Grizz had a lot of false starts when they were playing South Dakota, which was great. So my goal for this week is that the Cats fans are able to get at least 4 or 5 false starts for the Grizzlies.
That would be nice.
And hopefully we can limit our false starts.
Yes. Yeah, let's make sure we're doing that.
they're working on it. They get it down. Yeah.
All right, score predictions for us.
Brady, you want to go first?
I don't know. I'm not good at math. My
That's
grade
fine.
certainly shows it, but
Needs math, man.
yeah.
You want me to come back to you?
Yes, please.
Okay, Keegan, what do you got?
Yeah, so like I said, taking the under here. I think the Grizz maybe get 1 or 2. I'm going to say they get 1. I'm going to say 24-7. And the Cats punts their ticket to Nashville.
Give me 45 to 10. I think, 45 to 10. I think they get really lucky with one score in like the third quarter, and then they'll hit a long field goal from like 42. But yeah, and then I think our offense just kills them. So
Well, you just said what I was going to say, so I've got to change mine now. I'm going to go 48-11. I think they're going to get a – hear me out. I think they're going to get a 2-point conversion and then get really cocky and then do a field goal. That's it.
So we
I
have
could see a
to
2-point.
we have to listen to his like hot takes now because he said Caden was going to get a pick last week, so we can't like disregard.
Well, he said pick 6. I said pick. So
That is fair.
That's why
I got half of it, okay?
When Caden got his pick, I was like, please don't score. I can't let Brady be right.
He's just mad because we tallied all of our picks from the entire season and I won.
You won?
I did.
Yes.
All because I picked Portland State 1 week and they won.
There
He picked them the 1 week that they won, and we picked them all the weeks they didn't win.
Yeah,
Wait
exactly.
For Portland State just to turn it around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next year they're
I can't wait. It's
they're
gonna
gonna be
awesome. Shout out ZDG.
Yeah.
Next year they're gonna go 11-1, 12-0, and make a run for it. But
Oh, it'd be awesome.
yeah, good stuff. Paul, any other thoughts for the game this weekend?
Just be ready to cheer loud and be ready for a good game. That's all I got.
Yeah. Again, like we've said in the past weeks, we'll be there. I think some of you guys know where our tailgate is. We're over by the new indoor, so we've got the crappy RV, the 31 feet of freedom.
We actually have a sign now.
We do.
That you can see from further out.
Yes, we'll have to put that on the Instagram. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, come stop by, say hi. Probably come grab some food. I don't know what we'll be doing, but we'll be there. So
Yeah.
we'll be around. But yeah, guys, any other thoughts as we kind of wrap things up here?
FTG.
Simply put, Paul, any other shout outs, final words you want to give?
Just thanks for you boys having me on. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad we could finally get you on. I know we got a yes from you at the beginning or at the end of the summer through Kenny, but glad to finally have you on at the end of the season.
Oh, Kenny told you I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
That didn't come to me.
Oh. I think he texted him like, "Hey, you want to come on the podcast?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Paul said he'd do it too."
Yeah, I probably did at some point, but my head's all over the place. So, yeah, I'm glad it worked out. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Happy to have you on.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, that just about does it for episode 17 of Bobcat Weekly. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you this weekend for some Bobcat football and basketball coming to you guys next week as well. So, until then, go Cats.
Go Cats.